Welcome to BoxTalk, the podcast where packaging meets passion. I'm your host, Ali from Half Price Packaging, where we bring powerful brand stories to life, one box at a time. Today's guest is a creator, he's a visionary, and the mind behind one of the most, I would say, evocative indie brands. Would you say that, Refugio? Well,
Love what you're saying. Yeah,
we
go for
have
yeah.
Refugio Jimenez. Speaking of Refugio Jimenez, the founder of Arcane Chemistry alongside his wife. From mystic scents to deeply immersive branding, Arcane Chemistry is more than fragrance or a candle company. It's a ritual and experience and transformation. We had the honor of crafting some custom auto-lock top boxes for Arcane signature candles, and every detail felt like working on a spell book, as I should say. Today we deep dive into Refugio's process, the roots of the brand, and how scent and storytelling collide in every product he makes. So, Refugio, welcome to Box Talk. Let's start from the beginning. How did Arcane Chemistry come to life, sir?
Yeah, so thanks for having me. The way it came to life is my wife and I just got married and we were on a low budget, so for the wedding we kind of did a lot of DIY projects for decorations and kind of just did things for ourselves. And we were spending a lot of money on candles when we first got married, your first apartment together, and we were still kind of in that creative flow. We're like, "Oh, I bet we can make our own candles." And we started buying ingredients and making things, and we were really wrong. It was not as easy as we thought it would be, but I became obsessed with ingredients and I never stopped purchasing essential oils and fragrance oils and researching until we kind of got it perfected, the wax and fragrance ratio, and we made a product we love for our home. That's really how it started. And then with time, we started our own little business and started selling it wholesale and direct to consumer.
Really? So, Refugio, whenever I look at your website, I feel that it's not your typical look at the products, select your products, add to cart. You are offering something more to the client. Maybe you're offering a mysterious scent, something along that nature. What is your brand depiction, and how do you want Arcane Chemistry depicted towards your customers and your clients?
Right. So your the branding that we got to do with the boxing really helps because the whole thing behind it is we want your nose to be what you're allowed to love or hate whatever your nose says. So we we want you to focus on the ingredients, and it's kind of an education process. The reason we launched the business, and I felt like I even had anything to say, that was because there was already a bunch of companies already that existed back in 2015. But the reason we went forward with it is I had real cedarwood essential oil, in my house, and I bought all these candles that claim to be made with cedarwood, and they don't smell like cedarwood. About like, this perfect solution is add real cedar wood to these products and have fun. um I want you to be excited. I want you to smell something that you are not expecting from a candle. And the name Arcane is like mysterious, and it's just, I feel like I feel like the fragrance industry has had like this big like Wizard of Oz kind of curtain, like, don't know what's going on behind the curtain. But it's really, we live in a time where anybody could research essential oils, buy it themselves, and know what it is. But I rather just do that education and that exposure to unique ingredients through a candle that you're already buying for your home.
I
Yeah.
think essential oils, knowing, being educated about essential oils is very important because there's so many different type of essential oils for different types of results that you're trying to see. And as far as my research with essential oil goes, I've never purchased any essential oils, but I feel like I'm not ready because I don't know what kind of results that I want. So does your website also provide you the education about what the essential oil, does your branding also provide you the education about what it does and what results they have?
Um, no, right now our website's paused, like for the relaunch, but No, it's going to be more educating you on where they're sourced from. So emphasis on it takes a global effort to bring this to your home, you know? And it's going to remain mysterious in that it's not going to be so educational in the sense of aromatherapy and what does this do to your mood.
Right.
I I really just want, yeah, it's not going to is we're not going to
Because
go
that
down that.
information is there everywhere. What
Yeah,
regular
yeah.
rosemary
And
oil does, or I don't know that much, but what specific oil does to your body or when you smell it,
right.
but you want to capture something more.
Right. Yeah. I feel like if you want the benefits of essential oils, then you need to go down the route of just using essential oils. We're doing storytelling. We're using a lot of ingredients. We're taking a snapshot of a stop that we did on a road trip, and we're like, whoa, what's that smell out in the air when you
Yes.
get out of the car? It's like, what grows here? What trees can I see? What's on the ground? And then it's like a snapshot of that moment. And so, yeah, so it's more storytelling, more focused on just what does your nose say? Do you love it? Does it bring you pleasure? And you're allowed to love it, and then educate yourself. We will have all the ingredients listed for sure, but yeah, it won't go down that route of promising you relaxation and tranquility and all that
Is
stuff.
Arcane Chemistry, first of all, a essential oil based company, or are you both essential oils or candles and more?
When I say essential oils, I'm referring to using them in the candles,
Okay.
but it's a mixture. Yeah, it's a mixture. We're mixing it. I don't limit myself to only all natural essential oil ingredients. I like my palette to be open. Of course, I'm doing everything skin safe, following all the regulations in regards to safety. But yeah, and even if it's all natural, you still should be following
Correct.
safety regulations. Yeah.
Whenever
So it's
I look at your products and website, I feel like I want to purchase one too because I'm a big fan of. I think what your brand makes me feel like is that dark, mysterious indie touch. I'm a big fan of indie music, and I think especially the new kind of indie music, which is a little electronic in it as well, and uh, and I don't know if you know what I'm saying, but it's the music all kind of sounds the same, but if you're really a fan, you can differentiate between the different types of tracks that you listen to. So the music is very echoey and low, but also uplifting at the same time. And I think your website aesthetics, your brand aesthetics, could definitely be a part of that indie
yeah,
type scene. Is
yeah.
that
That
right?
is
Is
that
that
is
a fair
yeah.
assessment?
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. We're not setting out to stay indie, but we're inspired by. We've been doing this ourselves, and there's a little bit of a rebellious tone to it, and not against anyone, just against ourselves. And what rule? Why do we have to follow those rules? Who told us those rules? And so it's more just like ourselves and our own design. We're not making a statement towards the world or anything, but yeah, there's a rebellious tone to it for sure.
How do
Yeah,
you develop your fragrances? What comes first? Does the name come first, the story, or the scent? Could you tell us about your fragrances, your candle fragrances?
for sure. Yeah. So, all our candles started with ingredients. So it's kind of like, imagine walking through a fabric store, and a certain fabric attracts you, and then from there you start designing the garment or the shirt or the suit or whatever. It's more like that. So whenever I'm exposed to a certain ingredient, it'll remind me of something, and then I force myself to think of it in not just sense of smell, but like, what color do I see, what texture do would I associate with this, like, started using all my other senses, and then like, what words am I going to use to describe this. And so then once I kind of fall in love with like this story and this direction that it's going, um, that's where most of ours started,
Right.
our scent. And then that snapshot example I gave you earlier, it's kind of those moments too, where it's just like I stand still, or my wife is inspired by a moment and she's telling me like, look, we look. right? There's wildflowers on the ground, there's pine trees right now, there's like the morning mist. And so it's like all of that. We're like, all right, what ingredient do we associate to each um, ingredient in this, photogenic moment right now? And so it's kind of like a combination of that.
Right. It's funny how you can picture a memory and bring it to it's funny how you picture a memory or an experience and then how you associate that with color and image and then how you associate all of that with scent. It's funny, right?
Right. Yeah, it's fun. That's why I became obsessed with it. Yeah, and our sense of smell is very powerful. So I'm not the only one who gets moved by sense. It's, I think, a human nature for all of us to really be moved, whether it's we reject something, we dislike it, or we love it. It's being triggered. Our memories are being triggered. Yeah.
Because the vibe or the mood that you're trying to capture is inspired by you or your wife or an experience that you had or or a memory. Funny you should say that because I actually just today I was doing a podcast with one of our clients who was he's a brand strategist and he's also a motivational speaker, a keynote speaker, and all he does is make brands and he make all that's his job to make brands and portray the product to the consumer in the most efficient way possible. And he works a lot with colors. And of course, you have to if you're a marketing strategist. You work with colors, you work with fonts. And he was telling me that the main goal is to make sure that the brand, the product of the brand is focused towards the client in terms of colors and just the way you do it, colors and brands and the images that you show, and then you associate that with your product. And of course, the end product for you is the smell. And I think you do a great job because we made the boxes for what was it one design or was it a few more designs?
It's just one design for now. I'll be bothering you guys soon, but for now,
What
it's
was the design?
um. So this is this bad boy right
Oh
here.
boy, there we go. Just jumping right
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, not time yet.
Oh, that's fine.
so so we did our the Arcane Chemistry little logo with the like chemistry periodic table vibes, and then
Yeah,
then we did like a masking tape vibe on top, which connects to the jar. Um, very little information about the actual ingredients to the scent, and the reason we went this. I mean, I could explain whenever you're telling me. You can kind of send the vibe, but uh, so
I
it's a
feel
little
it.
chaotic.
What do I feel? I feel, let me tell,
Yeah,
first of all,
tell me.
Refugio, do you,
Yeah,
nice. I was hoping if you could lower your volume just a
sorry, man.
little bit.
Yeah, we're good. Should I put headphones on?
If you want to, no, I don't want you to just look
Okay.
around, but if you can lower the volume, I don't know, it's kind of echoey.
Okay.
Wait,
It's
no,
probably
it's fine now. It's fine.
okay.
Perfect. Good.
All right. Cool.
So when you open the box up, can I see the inserts?
Yeah. So it's just a black and white vibe printed on. It's a double sided.
Beautiful. Can I see the
Yeah.
product
So I
too?
guess if I move the product, I guess it'd be easier to.
Nice. I'd like to
Yeah.
see the product as well.
Well, the product, yeah, the label's still under work, but this is the new jar, and then
No
we're
way.
working on
Is
the
that the
masking.
actual label?
Yeah, we're working on making it. Yeah, it looks like a masking tape vibe. So we're just kind of getting the color right. So we're still finishing that up.
Nice.
Yeah,
That is so
yeah.
cool. That's the
Thanks,
coolest
man.
thing I've ever seen. You're doing a spin-off on chemistry and making the whole making just I feel it. I feel it. I get it.
Yeah, and the black and white vibe was mostly to the color is going to be in the photography, and then I want you to feel the color through the scent. Like the focus is the ingredients and the variety of ingredients we're exposing you to. So that's where the rebellious tone is at. Then on the box, usually it's like
I would
the
definitely have something
store.
like that on my nightstand. I would.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the box really helped get my point of view across that I had in my head. Yeah.
Yeah. What? Tell me something specific about this scent. The scent that you have.
The scent that I have right now is it's kind of like the example I used earlier, which is you get ready for a road trip and you leave early morning and the sun's coming up, there's still morning dew, you put down your window, there's a cool breeze, you can smell like the fresh grass, it's got the morning dew, so it's a combination of like warm grass from summer, because it's everyone's on summer break and
Mm.
taking road trips,
I
but
feel it.
also like combined with a little freshness. So I
And
use
the
a little
weather's
bit of
like 70 outside, 75.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And the sun's coming up. You got these pastel colors, and you're excited. So it's that kind of vibe. And I used hyosop essential oil, which has a little bit of like a lavender vibe to it, and chamomile essential oil, which has like a little bit of like dry grass, apple kind of vibe. So just kind of to capture like hay and warmth, but at the same time, the hyosop has that like lavender freshness that comes from like those wildflowers. So yeah.
So the person who made this packaging, Ross Morgan, he's one of our industry. He's one of our leading veterans over here. He's very top on top of his stuff. He made the custom autolock top boxes for you. What was your vision when designing the candle boxes, and how did he help you in achieving that goal? From what I've heard from all the clients, Ross is very thorough and very fast with his stuff, and I'm sure he put your idea on a box in no time.
Yeah. Ross is what made the whole experience amazing for me because I had reached out to
Yeah.
other people. I reached out to other people and it just kind of was like a dead end where I felt like I had to say how many boxes I wanted, what was my turnaround time, my name and my email, and then it's like I got like an auto generated email response and it really didn't go nowhere. And so with Ross it was like personal direct communication, telling him my ideas, where I want the art to end and start. He facilitated everything and made me just feel very comfortable from beginning to I the option that I got to pay for a prototype first before I submitted the bulk order, and so like just facilitated everything. So once I had it in my hands, it was like I was in love. It was everything I had in my head. He made it happen. So
You can always reach out to me as well if you want to get in touch with Ross if he's doing something. You definitely relay your messages to Ross. If you have a new project, if you want more boxes, just reach out to, well, you can reach to Ross directly. He would do it. But if somehow he's not able to get through, or you're not able to get through to him, you could always reach me. But I'm sure that situation won't come. I, uh, I'm, I started this podcast project with the help of our CEO, Hamza, and he helped me get this project rolling, and I can't be more thankful to him because he gave me the full autonomy to get this up and running. And I'm also a liaison between the account managers and our clients. So if you have any question regarding any in any way, shape, or form, you want to get in touch with your account manager, Ross, in this case, you just let me know and I'll be able to do it. But why was packaging so important for you at Arcane Chemistry? And more importantly, what role does the unboxing experience play? What do you want the client to experience when unboxing your
yeah,
candles?
I have a love-hate relationship with packaging, but I know it's completely important. And the love-hate doesn't come from packaging. I think packaging is essential and important. The love-hate is where I've been suckered into something with beautiful packaging and the scent, if we just use candles and perfume as an example, the scent or the product itself doesn't match this beautiful packaging. So that's where the love hate comes from, but it's all love because I know it is important. So as long as I'm making a product that I'm proud of, that I know is quality, it's put so much love and thought into, the moment you get your box, packaging with it, it should translate from the actual quality of the product all the way through to the packaging. And so that's our goal. And so what I wanted though, the reason I wanted it to be black and white, I kind of mentioned earlier, is the focus has to be the ingredients. Like I'm gonna be telling you all about where they come from, what I used, and I want the smell to be the focus. That's why I went black and white. And it's not to say the color is wrong. I'm just saying our personal point of view was, let's just strip everything out off, and then we only put the name of the scent on the box. We don't put any ingredients on the box itself. And the reason is when we're at a retail store and we're thinking of buying a candle, all we don't look at the box. We grab the candle and we smell. Like, is this good? Do I want this in my house or not? And then depending on the retail space, I might have to ask someone, hey, I would like to buy this, and they bring me the box out, or they have it all lined up there for you to just grab the box and go to the checkout, and you're on your own, right? So it's not that the box is secondary. I know it's important in a retail space. I don't want any dust getting on my candles. I want you to get home and open it, and it's quality. And so yeah, I think that was our vibe, was just we want to make sure that the focus is the candle itself and that you are in love with the scent and take it. And when you look at it, yeah, I want you to see that little bit of rebellious tone. I want you to see a little bit of it's a box inviting you not to be in the box. So it's yeah, that's the vibe we wanted.
And I guess by doing all this, you found your brand identity as well, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So um yeah, my wife and I were not in agreement for a while of what the brand identity should be, and then finally she's like, you're on your own. Like, it's you, whatever you have in your head, get it out. And for a while I didn't take any feedback because it was like a new idea. It was very like, if I had any bad feedback, I don't think my little ego would have survived. So I just had to go forward with like what I loved, what I wanted to say, um play with font and like the unexpected design elements on the, especially the page with like the ingredients of the wax. It's a specific side, and that where the scent name is at, it's so minimal, so distorted and not typical, that was really exciting for me. And since then I've now shared the product with people, right? Because we're going to rebrand and it comes out this fall. We might have a soft launch this summer, but I've been showing it to friends and stuff, and the feedback's like, "Dude, this is so you." And I'm like, "Great, that's what I want to hear." But I'm serving an audience. It's not about me, you know. But I'm glad that you can tell that it's my personality. But as far as like an audience, like, what do you feel? And they're like, "Well, like, I don't know if it's a candle. Like, I don't know what it is." Sometimes I'm like, "Okay, that's okay. I'm okay with that because again, the retail experience, there's going to be a candle out for you to smell, so you're gonna know it's a candle. I don't have to spell it all out for you. It's just fun with design, and I feel like the box is just so beautiful, and the way the soft touch that we did on it, you
That's
guys,
that's
like,
that does something to it.
it's quality. It's quality. Like, we even from the glassware, we focus on how does it feel in your hand. Does it feel heavy? Because when it's heavy, like, it just like conveys quality. So from the glassware to like just that sensory touch of it being soft on the box, just it's a beauty. We're so happy with it.
Of course, and I think by doing that, the soft touch definitely helps first of all because it's just I don't know. I have a thing for soft touch as well. It's just it just feels very peculiar and it stands out for sure. And
Yeah.
the candle boxes, they definitely portray authenticity and they stand out with the soft touch and of course your artwork. And do you have any other special features on the box that you did other than soft touch?
I don't think so. No. Yeah. In the future, yeah, no. This time we just did the soft touch. Yeah.
There's other ways you could definitely make it stand out with the when the text that's written on it, you can also have that stand out if you'd like. I'm sure Ross will definitely give it to you. When you plan on rebranding, you could definitely look into that because that is also a part of that might be a part of your rebranding as well. If you want specific text to stand out, if you want a specific logo to be a little raised, embossed within the packaging, we can definitely do that for you. And well, all this creativity, because it shows that it's rebellious. It shows that it's very mysterious. It shows that it's simple as well because it's just it seems like it's right off of a periodic table. So you're giving your clients what they want, but at the same time you're also letting their imagination run a little bit wild. Is that right? Is it fair to
Yeah,
say that?
that absolutely that's the goal. So by just like even like the way we name the scent, we don't use the name of an ingredient in the scent.
Can you
So
repeat
like for
that one more
example,
time?
so like the name of the scent, I don't say cedarwood and orange. Like
Right.
there's no ingredients in the name. Like for example, the one I told you earlier, um, Genesis might be the name. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like that's it. And so that is part of it. It's like so you're not getting any exposure to the ingredient there. It's just I want your nose to make the decision. Your eyes, I'm not putting any colorful ingredients on there. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's not the goal. The goal is for you to open and want to immediately smell it and have your own impression and your own opinion about it. And so that's everything was done by design that way. Yeah.
And this is the creative side of it, right? And you also work on the creative side. It's you and your wife, but how do you handle the business side of things while doing the creative side? Because you're a two-man show, you and your wife.
Yeah, yeah. So the trajectory of our business is we started in 2015 and right away brands started reaching out to us in we're in Portland, Oregon was pretty much our biggest city to help us
Is
and
that where you
support us
started
because
in Portland? Oh, that was the brand in Portland, Oregon.
no, we're in Salem, Oregon, which is like 45 minutes south. But yeah, Portland was like the biggest city nearby that, was ordering our products to be at their boutique stores and stuff. But what came from that was a lot of people reached out to do collaborations. Like, hey, can you make a fragrance for our store? Can you make a fragrance in collaboration with our tea house? So all these things started coming up, and I fell in love with that collaboration process that like I want to hear your story. What is it that you're trying to say with scent? And I want to recreate or try to do that for you. And
Okay.
so by 2018, we paused the direct to consumer candle and the
Mm.
business took a turn where I'm behind the scenes making room spray, fragrance oils, oceans, perfume, all that. I'm being hired to do that for brands that exist already. We got to do room sprays for a design studio in California. So I've been doing a lot like hire me as a perfumer, basically. So this box, what you guys have helped me with is everything leading to us reopening Arcane Chemistry for direct to consumer again. And we've opened it here and there this year for little like small drops that we've done. But yeah, for it to completely be open again to direct to consumer, that's coming up. So to answer your question, I still don't feel like that much of a businessman, it still feels like it went from like an expensive hobby to this moment here. Everything's led up to like reopening, speeding up things, being busy again. But I haven't stopped my education with the ingredients and I haven't stopped my creative practice of making things for other people, which of course has led to funding the business that way, right? I'm dealing with a lot higher invoices and profit because of the new type of jobs that I'm taking. But that's going to allow the flexibility to, um, place bulk orders for boxes and launch new candles, and we're working on our first perfumes too for our own brand.
Do you
And
see
so that
yourself?
what was that.
I was gonna say, do you see yourself as a brick and mortar?
Um, no, we don't have a physical location. No,
Well,
but
my thing is that whenever I picture, I don't know, where, let me ask you this. Imagine your perfect client, your perfect client. He has this scent in his on his nightstand or her nightstand. What do you think the aesthetics of the house look like?
that is
Because I
awesome.
have something
I
in
love
mind.
it. Yeah, yeah. No, they're really
Let me tell you
cool. They're
what
like,
I think. I
tell me.
think that it's a woman. It's a woman,
Okay.
right? and she's very very artsy, and she loves goth goth music, goth rock, and she also likes indie music. She is a model, and she smokes cigarettes, a lot of them, and she is she's an artist as well. She plays music. She's an artist, and she is very stylish, and she wears some days she wears sometimes she goes to a lot of concerts, a lot of underground indie concerts, but the furniture in her house is she would never own a leather couch. She would never own a leather couch. She she would have sofas, but then she would have different props in her home that are very that are that are very different. Like maybe some things with a lot of ridges and edges, those kind of props, but they're very
Yeah.
different. And yeah, that's what I picture. And what do you think? What do you think about that?
Love it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
love it. That's definitely one of them. Yeah. Yeah, it's that's the I feel like there's some, and that's one of the hard things of having your own brand, is there's so many different levels and dimensions to you as a person. Sometimes all I wanted was color and flowers and all this on the boxes, but really what kept winning was that rebellious side of me. So that's who we're targeting. That's who, and it's not just those people. It's anybody who's tired of boring candles and wants something new. I want to invite you into our world, and yes, you're gonna catch the vibe of this artsy darkness. Yeah. So for sure, I see that client. I love that it triggered that in you.
it did. It did. It just did right now because I actually did at one point have. I just thought of it right now. So I just told you that. And if I were to buy it, right, you know what I would have in my house? I would be very, I would be the guy version of that girl, basically,
Yeah.
to put
I
it in
mean,
simple
just the
words.
way you talked about indie music and like being able to pull out elements from that, like I pictured you having a nice record collection, a nice Sunday, morning with a candle on, and preparing for your work week and the interviews you're going to ask, the questions you're going to ask in interviews and all that, just a chill vibe. So
Yeah,
really,
what I think is I would, what I think if this was in my room, my hair would be short, super short, probably buzz cut, and I would be jacked, and I would just be making some eggs in the morning. I'm making some eggs. I got the candle on. I'm super clean. I smell good. And I'm cooking eggs, and after that, I'm just doing some chores. Maybe sweeping the floor, maybe vacuuming. But
beautiful.
but then I have probably a movie or music video playing on my TV, and my video game console controller is just lying around because I'm about to play one. And that's the kind of vibes I get from myself when I picture a Arcane Chemistry candle in my room, which I'm gonna buy one soon. Trust me,
Yes.
I will order
Yes,
one.
you'll see. You'll be, yeah, sign up for the right now the homepage is just like sign up so that we can let you know when the soft launch happens in a couple weeks. Yeah.
Yes, I'll definitely be looking into that. I would like to be a part of your brand. I would like to see it grow. I would like me, myself personally, as well as Half Price Packaging to be a part of this because the reason for this podcast was that we want to see brands grow and we want to grow with them. Packaging is very
Right.
important for a brand,
Right.
especially a brand such as yours, Arcane Chemistry. I'm so honored to work with a brand such as yourself, which is so peculiar. It's just it's just I'm honored because I like to be a part of creativity. I like to be a part of not the regular kind of stuff. Well, sure, sometimes conventional stuff is cool, of course,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
creativity is where it's at. And I think Arcane Chemistry gives your customers exactly that. And what about collaborations? Okay, let me ask you this. How about this? If there was an artist you would like to collaborate with, who would that be?
Like musician?
or a cele
Is like music?
or an athlete, or but let's just
Um,
stay with music for now.
it would be Bjork.
Bjork.
Yeah,
How do you spell
yeah.
that? Let me look him up.
It's a female, Bjork. She's from Iceland.
Oh, I know who she is.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
that's my answer.
What's her famous song?
um, I'll give you my favorite. How about that? All is full of love.
All. How about a mainstream song?
Mainstream from her would be like All is Quiet, Army of Me. Um, yeah, Army of Me would be
Let me
pretty
look up my
awesome. Oh,
Spotify playlist. Maybe I have her there.
all
Bjork.
good. If not, add it to your Sunday morning cleaning
I'm
candle
gonna.
lit.
You know who
Yeah,
I
yeah.
picture? Let me tell you who I picture whenever I think of Arcane Chemistry. Hold on one moment. It's there's an artist called I'm looking up in my Spotify right now. Hold on. Let me look up my
Yeah,
top 20 songs.
do it.
It's
I
I think I would
just
go
know that
with
I'm
Vansire.
go
Have you heard of Vansire?
Vance. No,
They're
how you spell it? Two
they're
word?
what was that?
Is it two words?
One word. They're from but there's one more that's coming to my mind, but I can't tell you who that is because I don't know. It's not coming to my mind. But they're a two-man band. They're from Minnesota.
Okay.
It's two people, Josh Augustine and Sam Weinmiller, and they just made started making songs from their bedroom, Vansire. Listen to them, they're really cool. One of their favorite songs I like is Meta Modernity, and that will definitely trigger the arcane chemistry in you.
I love that name. Okay, it's been added to my like songs. I'll
I don't
check it
know
out.
if that's how you pronounce it. It's Vansire or Banshire. I don't know, but
It's all good.
Vansire.
No, I found it. I'm gonna check it out. By the way, I'm just in love with the fact that we're talking about a candle and scent, and here we are like doing a deep dive into music and like connecting all that.
Right.
Like this is what I live for. I love this. Like
Because
this is
you know,
fun.
it says chemistry, it says the periodic table, and I can't even. It's just it speaks because it did trigger something in me. It did trigger a time in me when talking to you regarding this in 2019 when I was in college. I was in Boston, I went to Northeastern, and I had a couple of friends who had that vibe going on for themselves. They were a big fan of candles, and he also had a vibe that I could picture, but uh, it was really cool. But then I haven't smelled the candles, so I don't know. But
Yeah,
the branding that I get from it is definitely something I can feel myself in a moment in time in the past or the future. And I think that's it's all about because I was doing a podcast with Ernie just today, and he was saying that about the thing about branding is that you are supposed to make, of course, it has to be price. It has to be a specific price and rationally, it has to fulfill the demands of the customer in some sort of a way, but it has to make you feel something too. And it does. It makes me feel something. It makes me feel like very not totally blissful, but somewhere in the middle.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. You haven't even smelled them yet. You know what I mean? So it's like,
You know what I'm saying?
and that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like I don't want you to just keep yeah, buy our candle, of course, experience it, but it's to inspire you to like look around and be like, whoa, what do I smell on my walk? What do I smell? You know what I mean? Like to like that it's to bring awareness to how much pleasure we get from our sense of smell.
I've
So it's
already
to
made up my
invite you
mind that I'm going to buy it
to
because
cool,
Ernie,
that's good.
again, I go back to Ernie Harker. Look him up, by the way. We're going to post a podcast with him soon. If you
Okay.
want, you can look up his services as well. Pretty cool guy. One of the coolest guys I've met. Ernie said that it's about, we actually make a subconscious decision of getting the product already. We already make the decision before buying the product, whether we're saying to ourselves, "Oh, should I buy it?" But we've made the decision subconsciously.
I agree. I
I
agree.
feel
And
like
that's
I've
why I
already made
said,
it.
good, good. I hope we live up to what we're promising.
I
I know we
know.
will, actually. I know we will.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna go along for the ride for sure. And what's Refugio, I want to ask you, what is your do you want to expand a little bit more than candles, maybe in the scent market? Or do you plan on
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Do you see that? See yourself doing that?
Yeah, so I told you we paused in 2018, and everything's been like it looks like we've been doing nothing in the background, but we're about to speed up really quick
No, I
here.
see a lot of stuff in the
Where
background. I feel like there's a lot of stuff in the background.
yeah,
I see it,
that's
literally.
yeah, yeah. So what's coming ahead is we're I'll be reaching out to you guys because I'm gonna continue um advertising and getting myself out there as a perfumer
Yes.
for hire, and being attached to certain projects that are going to force me to come out of hiding and put my face out because they want to interview me for the inspiration of the fragrance and all that. So like the spotlight's coming, but what I want to do is I have so many clients that I ship samples out to that I want branding on that whole experience. Right now I'm just handwriting, hey, this is sample one from round one on a label. I need it to be like amazing branding from beginning to end with clients when I'm making the perfume for them. And then for our own brand, yeah, it's to really fully launch in the fall. We're going to be adding fine fragrances, perfumes, um, room spray, diffuser oils using only essential oils. That's in the future. But for right now, it's just to get back with candles, perfume. And then I got like two other projects that are different companies under the same umbrella that I'm going to need you guys for. So
And we're gonna
yeah,
be here for you.
yeah, it's exciting. So we're stepping into it for sure, and it's a good time.
See, the advertising and the media and the promotion is very important. And
Yes.
if you can, that's what I think. That's what my take is. If you can somehow ace that with Arcane, oh man, the sky's gonna be the limit as far as your clients go. People are gonna love it. Uh,
Right. Yeah.
that's just
We're
something
excited.
I really want you to tap into your. I really want you to tap into your subconscious and your real creativity. Well, of course, I'm not saying that you're not creative. I'm just saying that I really want you to tap into that deepest part of your creativity and just get that feeling, not only what you want your audience to feel, but also giving them the leeway to feel how they want to feel. Just like I did when I described to you about certain situations of what I think the candles would be doing in my life. So I think
Yeah.
that's
No,
very important.
I agree.
And
I
I think
agree. It's
there's no doubt
fascinating.
that you won't be able to do it. There's no doubt.
Yeah. Thank you. That's very kind. Yeah. For me, it's always fascinating that uh inspiration that I had in my head or my wife, we collaborate, we make a tangible product, gets shipped out to your homes, and you're having your own memories with this scent and your own vibes in your house and sharing it with friends. And it's all coming from like a thought or inspiration or something that hit our nose up here in the Pacific Northwest while we're driving around. And so it's a lot of fun. It's
You
a
know, I
really
would like
cool.
to, I don't know, maybe one day I could speak to you and then talk to you about I can present a situation to you and maybe you could use that situation that I described to you I would like to inspire something, a product as well. Maybe I can
Okay.
describe a very visual and a visual situation. Maybe one day
Yeah.
I could bring that
You
memory to
know,
life via smell.
I'm here to help translate visions, dreams, all that good
Please
stuff.
do it for you.
Being
I
real.
want you to.
So yeah, you got my email.
Perfect. Perfect. Yes. I think advertising is very, very important. And
It is.
there's no way you won't be able to do it. You'll be able to do it because, uh, y- I kind of get it actually. And, I, I resonate with it as well. But if you think your brand could inspire a movement what kind of a movement is it? Because you already said it's kind of a rebellious tone, but what do you
Yeah.
think? I don't know. It's
What,
kind of a
well,
weird question.
it's okay. I'll go for it. When I say rebellious, I never mean anything disrespectful or lacking empathy.
Right.
It's more
Doing you,
rebel against
doing yourself.
yeah, rebel against limitations you've placed in yourself, like question it, doubt it. Like I'm still working on that. I'm not saying I've perfected that. I'm working on that still, but this brand and this like exposing myself is like part of the process. So as far as the movement, it would just be like get off your phone, uh be a friend. It takes effort and sacrifice to be a friend, to show up when someone's having a hard time, bring your candle, bring food. They don't want to see you drop it off, like whatever it is, but just like kindness, like really, really. And you're not going to do that by being on your phone all day. You got to get off. You got to have community. You got to know what your park looks like and go for walks, and you'll know what it smells like during spring, and you know what it smells like during summer. Like use all your senses and just yeah, like
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
kindness is important, empathy is important, and it's very, very important, especially nowadays, because it just makes other people feel that, they exist, they're there. They're
Yeah,
also living and breathing just like you are, and I think I know that's very important.
yeah, yeah. And so yeah, I just want to clarify, like the rebellion is to do the opposite. What's right now, I think we're all kind of a little bit coming out of a pandemic and still, I don't know, just a little focus on like the world collapsing and just staring at it through a little window. So it's just like an invitation, like turn off the phone, light a candle, put on good music, enjoy use your eyes, look at the sunset coming through the window, like all the senses, be present and share it with others and find others to share it with.
Yes, yeah, that's couldn't have said it better. Couldn't have said it. I actually have a question for you regarding a candle that you wish you had created. Is there something that's still in the back of your head? I don't want you to spoil it for your
Yeah, no,
viewers.
I follow. So um yeah, there's a very specific smell that my dad's from Mexico, and there's these like mud ovens that they make,
Mud
and
ovens,
they would make
nice.
mud ovens, right? Or what's I'm you
Clay
clay.
ovens, probably
Um
something like that.
and yeah, probably. And they would make these they would call it tortas del horno, which is like oven tort. But it's like this sweet corn um cheesy buttery thing, and like brown sugar, but there's this smell and this taste to it that's like the smell of the smoke. So you're thinking campfire as well. Think of like heated rocks, like hot rocks,
Mm,
steam, and then like this burnt caramel brown sugar vibe. So it's basically like this brown sugar vibe hitting a farm scent. Because the
I
dairy is
feel it.
very dairy.
So you're in Mexico, and there's bread baking in the clay oven or some sort of uh,
Yeah, it's like a little dessert bread. Yeah, baking in the oven.
and
Yeah.
then there's something getting caramelized,
The
maybe
brown sugar is getting caramelized in
maybe
it. They call
onions,
it pinot grillo. Yeah, huh?
some onions getting caramelized, or
No, I don't think there's any honey. It's just brown sugar.
just about.
The dairy fats are doing what they do. It's just a really unique aroma that is beautiful that I haven't given up. I haven't tried that much. I've tried doing campfire the most, because I just think all humans love the smell
I'm sure you'll reach
of.
there. I'm sure you'll reach that point.
I will.
Is there any weird habit that helps you with your creativity? It's got to be weird though.
Weird habit. Uh, I I talk a lot through. I talk myself. I talk out loud everything I'm doing. Like, so when I get it like an idea and I'm like, okay, like, all right, three drops of this and two drops of this. Like, I narrate my own thing, and it kind of helps me calm down when I'm excited and I feel like I've reached something I like.
Mm,
Like, take it easy, don't spill, like just kind of calm down.
yeah.
um, I think that's the biggest thing I could tell you that's like weird if you were to observe me working in my lab. But
Is there
yeah,
when you're talking yourself into it? What was that? Go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was gonna say there's nothing like superstitious I do or anything like that. It's just
No,
I
that's fine.
don't I
I
don't
was.
I don't I don't listen to music really. I need just my nose doing work. So no listening to music. Yeah, I just need my nose to focus.
Yeah, I'm actually looking for a song that gives me a vibe for your uh because I can't remember the artist's name, but I'm trying to figure out what it was so I could maybe if I could just get my hands on it, but it's gonna take some time for me to look for it. I'm actually scrolling down my Spotify playlist as we speak,
All
but
good,
it's
man.
just
Send
it's
it my
not.
way when
I
you
really
find it.
want to play it for you. I really
Yeah.
want to, but if you give me 1 minute, let me look it up. Hold on.
Yeah, do your thing.
Mm, mm, do. Hold on.
No, this is all good. I'm all for this. I love it.
There we go. All right. It's called the artist is dot com. It it's there's a dot and it says com.
Okay.
Give it a listen. Can you hear it?
No.
No? Hold on. Maybe now you'll hear it. Wait a minute.
Oh man, there's a delivery, so if you could hear me, there's gonna be some noise.
Okay,
But
never mind then. Forget about it. I'll actually
no,
forward
no,
you.
no. We're like I just meant like there's a delivery, so there's gonna be noise right now. So it might be a good moment to keep looking for the song or whatever.
Oh, that's
That's what I
fine.
meant.
But were you able to hear the song?
No, never. It never played.
Oh, you
Yeah.
never played? Okay, it's called Lover for Tonight. It's
Lover
called
for
Lover for
tonight.
Tonight by dot com. There it is.
Oh, love it.
Wait.
Already.
And wait for when he starts speaking.
Yep.
Tonight, can I be your lover? Yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, I like this music.
I hope it inspires something in you.
It does. You'll see because each song's gonna have like, oh, I should probably stop playing the music. Each candle will come with a little Spotify playlist for you to scan. So there's like a vibe that goes with each scent.
Yeah. Once
Yeah.
you
So
if you add this to your Spotify playlist, you'll get songs like this that might get you to a creative place that's probably you've never been before.
yeah,
And I'd
yeah,
like to
I
be a
appreciate
catalyst
it.
for that. Catalyst. Do you know
Yeah,
what that word means? Catalyst? It's a chemistry word.
yeah, that is true. Catalyst, a starter, right?
Correct. It's I learned
Yeah.
that in chemistry. I was actually good in chemistry.
I was not in high
And you were
school.
not.
High school. I barely passed by. College was fun. I did well, but high school, yeah, I was listening to music and
I was infatuated by chemistry because it's just mixing stuff, and I'm like, wow, you mix this with that, that happens. You mix that with this, and this happens. I'm like, wow.
yeah, yeah,
It was really good. Chemistry's been good to me.
good. I think it's good for all of us. Chemistry is awesome.
Yeah. Probably whenever you speak to you said you speak a lot when it's a weird habit, right? Does another
Yeah.
person have to be in front of you? Is that probably your wife or your loved ones?
No, I'm talking to myself. That's why you asked what was a weird thing I did. Yeah, I'm by myself.
I do that a lot too. I do that a lot.
Yeah,
It's weird, but it helps.
it does. For me, it does. Yeah, got to
So,
get through it.
Refugio, is there any people in your shoes, people sometimes who are having uh, who are trying to create a brand, who are trying to identify a brand, if they're in your shoes, especially in your industry, what advice would you give them? People who are maybe having a writer's block, they don't know how to portray their brand to their audience. How would you
Yeah,
get them to get out of that writer's block?
I would say get creative in other ways. Um, Whether it's cooking or you decide to paint a little bit or you go wine tasting and someone says a bunch of notes, get curious and yeah, I would say other ways of creativity will help like connect the dots or find ways that um might inspire you to say things differently. That's why like I really force myself to think when I'm thinking of a smell, like texture, color, because it just helps me use other senses to tell the story. So don't worry about that there's a bunch of candles out there already. Like everybody gets their own point of view.
Yeah,
You're not gonna be great on the first day. Have patience, do not give up. It's a lot, it has to be fun, like it has to be
right.
fun. So if you do hit a roadblock, I say do something else creatively. Like I try to watercolor, I've never done that before, and post it, and it wasn't perfect, but like that playing around with that delicacy of like too strong of a color, it needs to be lighter, like really translated to, oh, this ingredient's too strong, it needs to be more diluted, and like a watery watercolor versus something really heavy and dark. So yeah, it's just like do other things. If you hit a little roadblock, don't give up. Stay curious.
Yeah, the market's pretty big for everybody. I mean, if you have something,
Yeah,
so what's the most that's going to happen? You're going to fail.
yeah, yeah.
You're going to
And,
fail.
and you're gonna fail. And you're gonna learn that you have a point of view, and it might become the next novel. It might become art instead of a scent. Like it just keep going, stay curious. And this is all stuff that I still have to tell myself, like I think I got very comfortable when we paused the direct to consumer brand and I got to hide behind the screen and just make other people's dreams come to life and make other people's stories come to life. It got very easy to not focus on myself and my own story and what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I'm still, it's a practice I'm still doing. Yeah.
And what do you do, Refugio, besides having your own business? What's your trade? What's your occupation other than?
I work at a 9 to 5 corporate still, so I cannot wait to not.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, besides that, yeah, I'm a man of faith. I love my family and my friends. I'm active in the community. Um, yeah, just
I
a
work in
normal.
that this is my job, but I have
Yeah.
the privilege of doing well, I work as a client relationship manager, but I also do
Okay.
sales. And
Wow.
my
Okay.
this project, my CEO Hamza Badi, he's been so kind towards me, and then he offered me a the full autonomy, like I said before, to do this podcast. And I actually have a podcast on the side as well, which I do, and it's in a different language, by the way, but I do that, and it's so good to me that yeah, I want to do that for a while. But I still think that podcasting as a career would be cool. But I'm still kind of searching my
Yeah.
real thing that I want to do, other than a regular job. But the thing is, at my regular job, I'm able to do something that I love, and I think that matters to me a lot because I'm doing this and I'm enjoying it and I love it. And I
Right.
think I'm getting that opportunity, and I can't be more thankful for that opportunity. But other than that, I still want to kind of do something. I want to get involved in commerce. I just don't want to sell podcasts. I also want to sell
Yeah.
something that's tangible. I don't know what it is. I want to provide. I want to serve, but
Yeah.
one day I'll figure it out, just like you did.
Yeah, man, stay curious. I didn't know I was gonna fall into this until 10 years ago, and that I was what, 30 years old 10 years ago. So I didn't know my life was going in this direction. I had done a bunch of like medical train like schooling,
Yeah. I tried stand up
playwright.
one time. I bombed.
Oh, I could see you doing stand up though.
I tried. I gave it a shot.
Oh
It's
man.
not for me.
Yeah.
Hey, I bombed. See, the thing is, I didn't even try. I did it one day. I went to an open mic. I bombed so hard. I'm like, dude, I'm not doing this again. Nobody's laughing. I'm like, jeez, Luis, what the hell am I doing over here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, well, that was day one, man. That was day one.
yeah, I quit on
You
day one.
can't be.
Shouldn't have quit, but the thing is, I found other things, and maybe
Yeah.
I'll go back to it one day and definitely
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
So that's
Um,
pretty good. Go right.
I was gonna ask you, what is your podcast about? Because it's in a different language, so I can't.
So it's basically about showing my audience what people are, basically showing them what people do, what people's profession are, what people's
Okay.
profession, having people come to my podcast talking about them and their profession, and just showing the audience them through my lens. So it's
Okay.
about
Cool.
whoever the guest is. But the
Okay.
thing with that is it's not a virtual podcast like this. It's a physical. The person has to come in the studio, and it's a little hard to find somebody to come in the studio, and
Yeah.
because it's you're gonna have to arrange a time and have them drive over to the studio rather than just me telling them to um, show up on a screen because that's easier. But
Yeah. Yeah.
having them come in, sit down, because I already did 8 episodes of that, and I started after I started this podcast after I started that one, and I'm almost at the 15th episode now. So it's a big difference because it's easier to get someone on a computer screen than you get
Right.
somebody on in the studio. So I hope I
Yeah, I
get that
understand that.
thing going as well. I like to wrestle. I like to wrestle sometimes, but I like to wrestle. I did wrestle a little bit, but I was I like to swim. I like to play track,
Nice.
run track, and but I'm still looking for something I can really get a grip on and say, hey, listen, this is me. This is what I want. And maybe, hey, maybe it's candles. You never know.
You never know, man. Never know. And it could be more than one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Refugio, it was great having you at the show. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed
Thanks,
it.
Ali, for the invite.
And anything you need, you let me know. You let Ross know. You can't reach Ross. You let me know. I'll get you in touch with him. Contact me anytime. I'll drop my personal phone as well. And I hope you get more growth so we can be a part of your growth. Arcane Chemistry, look them up Instagram at Arcane Chemistry and arcanechemistry.com. Is that right?
Is right. And then my to hire me as a perfumer, it's Refugio at and his nose. Yeah. So
Instagram?
um, on Instagram, and then website coming soon. So I'll send all that to you.
Can you
So
repeat that
whenever
one more time? The website, the Instagram.
uh, the Instagram is Refugio and his nose
Oh, nice.
and my nose.
Refugio and his nose.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna follow you right now.
Yeah. 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 Thanks, man. And then yeah, and I can follow you back and see
Yep,
what you're up to.
absolutely.
Cool.
I'll give you a follow and hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope I gave you some inspiration on a new scent.